Ladies and gentlemen, 2025 could be one of the busiest year politically speaking. And looking at how our politicians have kick-started this year, it is a clear indication that we are going to witness a lot of political activities going round in this country. Within Kenya Kwanza administration, today there were two camps, and each camp was led by a senior-most official within the government. First camp was led by President William Samoei Ruto, and that camp was in Elgeyo Marakwet. Another camp was in Mbeere North constituency, Embu County. Now, there are some few observations that I've made from these meetings. Number one is that Ruto had decided to go and start from his backyard. Today is January 5th, the first Sunday of the year, and he has decided to attend the Thanksgiving prayers in Elgeyo Marakwet for the peace that now prevailed within that region. We all know that there was a fierce fight between the government armed forces and the banditry forces, and which culminated into even the death of KDF Ogola. And when Ogola went to inspect some of the projects that were going on in that area, that's when his death occurred, when he was involved in an aeroplane crash. So Ruto was leading a team of leaders led by even Minister or CS for Interior, Kipchumba Murkomen, who happened to be the senator of that region for 2 terms. Then another camp was with the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki. And Kithure Kindiki was also in his backyard. We know he comes from Mount Kenya East, which constitute of Embu, Tharaka, and Meru counties. And since it is the beginning of the year and the first Sunday of January this year, he also decided to go and join the people of Mbeere North in prayers. But if you leave or you put aside the political activities that took place in Elgeyo Marakwet, where the president was, and you come and pitch tent in Mbeere, then you will realize that there was another version of Kithure Kindiki, which emerged barely few days after rumors circulated in the social media that the president's personal assistant, Farouk Kibet, had slapped him, and he rubbished those claims and fake news and said that he was just on a leave of a week or 2 given to him by the president as he now embarked to assume his new role in the office of the deputy president, which I know he's only 2 months old now. Oh, I think even 1 month old. Yeah, 1 month old. But now, let me play for you that clip of Kithure Kindiki. Then I say something about it.
but they must also respect other people, na pia waheshimu viongozi wale wengine. Naona watu wanaongea mambo mingi hapo, sijui nini, and I like it that way. Wanaangalia, wanaona kama ni kitu rahisi. We will not allow that to continue. Tuheshimiane. You saw when I went to the media interview before Christmas, I was very restrained. I didn't want to attack people. I didn't want to talk about other people. But you see, the problem is that people may think that we don't have anything to say. So tuheshimiane. Mimi nitaendelea na heshima yangu. I'm not going to change myself. I'm going to stay the way I am. Lakini tuheshimiane. 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 Yeah. Kana muri bata ndo bambere. Watu wakuje huko na heshima. Watu wakifika hapa wakuje na heshima. Yeah. Number 2. Watu wetu tuachane na siasa ya kupigia viongozi makelele. That is wrong, brothers and sisters. It is not right. If you are unhappy with a leader, there is a way of dealing with that leader. Ni makanatima. Tukaigathayo. Kana burenda mbara. Burenda mbara. Kana ithayo. Bukamukira atongoria bothe. Barabaga kinya guku. Ukamagiteo. That is the Kenya. That's how you build a civilized society. That is how you build a modern country.
Kithure Kindiki have decided now to take Rigathi Gachagua head-on collusion. And there is no fear anymore. The fear has gone. And what remains is now to take each other politically head-on. And looking at his body language, he is a man who is, number 1, fed up. Number 2, he is up to something. Number 3, he wants to prove a point. And number 4, he wants to salvage his political backyard from Rigathi Gachagua. Many were the commentators who held the view that Kithure Kindiki's escalation to the position of a deputy president was not well received even by his own kinsmen. And today he was speaking in Mbeere, fully charged, and at some point he could even turn into his own mother tongue to speak the locals' dialect to drive point home. He also gave a warning to Rigathi Gachagua of speaking ill about him, saying that he has tried so much to deviate and to not to speak negatively about him. I have seen a situation where Ruto has applied a certain tactics to ensure that Rigathi Gachagua does not grab Mount Kenya from him. And we are going to see a case where if I can't get it, you will not get it, and we'll have to lose it all. Ruto wants to either persuade the mountain to come back to his side or to destroy the dance. He wants to destroy the music which is going on in the mountain, led by the Rigathi Gachagua team. I saw Maina Njenga on 31st holding a prayer in Nyeri, which it was fully packed. And even Mark Arena was in that prayer. And if you listen to the sentiments of Maina Njenga, it was clear that Maina Njenga is now on William Ruto's side since he was supporting Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And he said that Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto held a discussion and a secret meeting. And that meeting gave birth to more CSS from Mount Kenya being appointed into William Ruto's cabinet. Short is a human memory. And in the fullness of time, Mount Kenya may forget the iniquities that they have claimed William Ruto had subjected them into. And they might decide to vote him again. Why vote him again? Because there is no candidate at the moment, unless Mount Kenya themselves, they are preparing, as Rigathi Gachagua said, that they are going to give a roadmap, politically speaking, for the mountain, and they are going to make a decision as a community and as a region. Kithure Kindiki is telling and giving the warning again to Rigathi Gachagua that winning the next election will not be easy as they may think, or as they are telling people and spreading news out there, that they have the numbers and that they are going to win that election. Kenyans are very vigilant, and Kenyans are going to watch this space, because Kenyans must always have soft spot on our elections, and we are going to make a conscious decision. But as always, the decision which have carried the day are the ones which are influenced by the political kingpins of various regions or ethnic groups. And when we say that Kenya Kwanza have decided to divide themselves into camps, it is a strategy. Because there is another camp within that administration on at the Azimio or Raila Odinga side. These are ministers CS Joho, CS Mbadi, CS Oparanya, and CS Wandai, who have been leading some political campaigns and defending Kenya Kwanza administration and President William Ruto. As much as it would appear ridiculous, that is what politics is all about. It's provided and as long as the interest of different individuals can converge, those people will work. And at the moment, the ODM's and Raila Odinga's interest and William Ruto's interest and Kenya Kwanza are converging. And I can tell you without fear of contradiction that it's not if, it's a matter of when are they signing the MOU of political pact between them. And now, Kindiki says that the work has begun and they are going to go around this country. They are going to go around the country with two agendas: development agenda and the political agenda. They are going to launch projects, but on the same note, the same podium, they are going to sell their political agendas. Kenya Kwanza policy formulation would have been a problem in the beginning of their era. And as they continue to rebrand and to blend the ministers and different officials within the Kenya Kwanza, they might get it right, or if not right, but there might be some changes which would make Kenyans to rethink about the president, because they want to go around to undo what has been done. You know, William Ruto must sleep with one of his eyes on, because that is the mistake which Uhuru Kenyatta did, Kibaki did it, which hence make the regime in power unpopular. To remain silent, thinking that you are working to deliver, and yet your opponent is going round infiltrating the citizen and the public with negative thoughts about you. They are going down to the people to set them lie about your administration. Then what will you do come at the time of election? Sometimes most of the presidents or the government find it too late to undo the lies and to tell the people the reality and the positions. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and may God bless you.